It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Number 26.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 57 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down. It's Lucas, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, it's Lucas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 88.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
DeAndre Swift.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 74 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And goal.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Broncos 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? They'll wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Brought down at the 42.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down now. It's Lucas, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Lucas. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag. You feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him. Set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
1st down and goal.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kicker on for the point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards.
So the Broncos coming out now, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Swift. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Catch interference. Kicking team.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This completes a Henry over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. And quickly finding Reagor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. Open right side, complete to Reagor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. To the air again, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Christian Thornton.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Chargers.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On 1st down, it's Lucas. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
For the running back.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
First target, first catch at a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
Wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
For the running back.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a